Hello everyone. Today Brandon and I would like to touch on a very important subject, ethics in the workplace. What we've seen lately is a clear lack of ethics in the workplace and perhaps even our society at large. There is a lot of talk about ethics and social responsibility, but we have to ask ourselves, are we truly advancing toward more ethical responsibility as a society? Since we may not be able to answer that question today, we decided to just focus on ethical behavior on the part of managers and supervisors in the workplace. Today, we'd like to discuss the 7 benefits of managing ethics in the workplace. The very first one is attention to ethics can improve your society at large. How many times have we looked at organizations and we've read in the newspaper about CEOs and various leaders conducting certain malfeasance that have caused organizations to lose their stock value, and the end result was that many of the people that worked there for 20 or 30 years have lost their retirement. Ethical behavior affects everyone in an organization, and it's really sad when we look at situations like this where someone has dedicated themselves to a company thinking that their leaders were taking them in the right direction, and in fact find out that they were not doing that. Brandon.
So the second benefit is going to be during times of change, ethics can help leaders work through conflict and implement the changes. So one of the largest reasons for that is just because when you have ethical behavior in the management, during times of change, they're going to be very rough. And so when you're treating everybody properly, when you're practicing good ethics, it's going to make those transitions a lot smoother. It's going to allow employees as well as management to make those changes quicker, faster, and more efficiently.
And ethics programs increase the feeling of we're all in this together. This is a team. We trust each other. We can improve productivity. There's a lot of things that we can do as a team because there's such a high level of trust. We can work towards those issues to help us work toward the mission, values, and goals of the organization.
So the next thing would be that ethics in the workplace allow employees to admit and deal with whatever may happen. Employees feel confident that they can report issues, and the only thing that's going to happen is that people are going to work towards a solution. The modern term for it is the open door policy. And when you have an open door policy, employees feel a lot more able as well as allowed to go to their management and report everything from a small infraction, even of an ethical sort, all the way up to something like sexual harassment. And that's something that's very important in a workplace. It allows you to stray away from things like favoritism, which not necessarily in the best ethical practices. And when you have that management that's going to hold themselves to a high level of ethical accountability, it allows the employees to feel much safer and confident in their workplace.
Absolutely. The fifth thing is that ethics programs help organizations to realize the importance of developing policies and guidelines that are legally defensible and limit the liability for the organization. There isn't any question in place. Let's talk about, if we're going to do something, we're not real sure how this procedure is done. Let's look at it and say, do we have a policy? Do we have a guideline? Do we follow those policies and guidelines? That's really important.
So the next is going to be when a company practices good ethical behavior, they improve their public image. This increases their customer base and can increase revenues as well. One of the big things is that when you have good ethical behaviors all the way from top-level management all the way down to low-level employees, you improve everything from, say, a salesperson's interaction with a customer all the way up to a manager's interactions with their employees, as well as even a customer who might be a little bit dissatisfied with their experience. When you have managers and employees practicing good ethics alike, you have a business that their public image seems a lot more crisp and clean, and that's a good thing.
And the final thing is really simple. It's important for us to do the right things for the right reasons. If we really look at that and say, if I'm doing something today, would I mind if my daughter or my son read about that in the newspaper the next day? I think that helps us decide, have we done the right things for the right reasons? So let's take a review, Brandon. Number 1, attention to ethics can improve society at large.
Number 2, during times of change, ethics can help leaders work through conflict and implement those changes.
Number 3, we're all in this together. Let's be a team.
Number 4, ethics in the workplace allow employees to admit and deal with whatever may happen.
Number 5, ethical programs help organizations develop policies and procedures.
Number 6, when a company practices good ethical behavior, they improve their public image and can improve revenue.
And that's it. Do it for the right reason. Thank you.